still beautiful at 60. So we congratulate you and we say happy birthday. There's a co-celebrant in the room. Birthday girl, where are you?
You want to go and change?
Okay. There's a co-celebrant who is rejoicing with you today, just like we all are rejoicing with you. So today is your day.
Yes.
It's your day. Congratulations and happy birthday. So we shall be formally celebrating with you. And I was just telling them the origin of Green Queen. Many of my young friends, and one of them don't think that, even though some of them are whispering that I'm an ancestor, you know, and one of them, you can tell from our outfits that we are one and the same. Exactly. You know. So we are paying tribute to whom honor is due. She started this environmental crusade years before the 20 years, before she started the Green Festival. I was going to touch on the issue of the environment. You know, when the Vice President of the United States of America was making so much noise about environmental issues, even in America, he never caught up. Even in America. But now, environmental issues have become so germane that we don't even know what time of the year to expect the rain, what time of the year to expect the sun. But amazingly, God has a way of arranging his affair. When the tornado and climate effect, when they are going to hit, it doesn't hit us here in the third world, Africa specifically, as much as it hits them in the Western world. Katrina, I saw the effect of Katrina in New Orleans. I was in the US until a few weeks ago. There was panic all over the US for the hurricane. If you see the devastation it causes in those places, believe me, we will not survive a single one of them. But God probably looks at us that we have suffered enough. He diverts some of these heavy-duty environmental things towards the Western world. The devastation it causes, you will not believe it. If a hurricane passes through an area, everything in its wake is swept away. The kind of flood they have is not the kind of flood we have here. It's child's play, what we have here. So it has become a matter of great concern in the world, even though in Nigeria, because it hits us ever so slightly. Thank God. Because we cannot even survive one onslaught. Talk less of two. And there is multiple. For a whole season, they'll be having it one after the other. I was in Australia, in Melbourne. I went there JJ on holidays. I think I was on the 24th floor of a high rise when earthquake struck. I had never experienced earthquake before. Nobody give us any advance notice. But the building just danced a little bit. Not noticeably enough for people like us to even know that we had undergone earthquake. And all the people around me were Australians. They didn't even care. But it was being announced on TV that we just experienced earthquake now. Honest to goodness, that was the day I started packing my loads. That I'm coming back to good old Nigeria, where there's no earthquake. But they told me when I was panicking that they have like 10 or more earthquakes in a year. So you won't convince me to go to Australia easily again, if that is what they are dealing with. So I just said I should say a little bit about climate change. So our heroine here, she has been advocating about environmental matters for very, very long ago. And she introduced it into Quora as a pet interest. So I think we just have to always thank her for bringing it to our consciousness, because we don't know what next will happen here. We have small doses. The ones that are commonest here is flooding. Of course, we are lucky too. We don't have much of farming. There are so many areas of Africa where they have farming. And some of the problems we have in Africa are self-imposed. Bad governance, bad management, bad usage of the resources that we are so endowed with. So that is our middle name here. But we can't get careless. I'm in a business that is international in nature, so that even if you want to fell one tree, you have to get an approval internationally. It is that critical. That is how seriously they take environmental matters internationally. Because there is this fear that the whole world will actually come to an end through our commission and omission. And it's not an alarm, it's reality. That is probably what will probably bring the world to an end. It's not all about anti-ballistic missiles. This will be man-made by ourselves if we don't take care of our environment. We abuse the environment so much, we will not believe it. I'm sure most of you just drop things anywhere, and you are not conscious of the fact that it has its consequence. So I cannot talk about this as well as our birthday girl. So I'm just warming the microphone. Yeah, you have to take over and introduce our birthday girl very well. So we will do the review of this week very shortly. And I want all of us to be participants while we are warming up for our birthday girl to come and even address us, to let us know what we should know about the environment that is becoming so cogent and urgent. But in the meantime, let's do a quick review of the week. And what have we done? What haven't we done? What have we gotten right? What haven't we gotten right? What are the things we got wrong? So I will call on whoever wants to brief us. Oyindamola, are you going to be the one to brief us about what we did not do, what we did right, what we did not do right? Or you call on your co-suspects, to give us a report? At least you know the suspects, you know. Are you admitting, you're admitting that they are suspects? They are suspects. Okay, you're not one of them, but you know them. Okay, so a round of applause for Oyindamola.
Good morning, everyone. So the Hamatan is getting to me already, so my voice is a bit funny. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. Clam- Good morning, Green Queen. Good morning, Mrs. Linda. Good morning, Mr. Osaze. Our Gen Z chairman. Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. It's nice to be here again. So far, I would say that okay, this is my 7th year volunteering for Labaf, and I'm proud to say that this year was my best. Yes. Um, thank you. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So, and as some of my people keep reminding me, they say this is the first time that I didn't cry throughout Labaf. Yes. Because I would always get frustrated, and of course, Mr. German would keep increasing the heat, and then volunteers would keep being stubborn. But this year, you guys were really, really cooperative, and I'm so proud of all. And I'm really grateful for the trainings we had. Like we learned a lot, and it really showed in our coordination, in our dealing, and then the way we related with each other. Like we this year we worked as a team, and as much as I still had to like shout, complain, but it was really minimal this year because everybody had an idea of what they were supposed to do, when they were supposed to do it, and where they were supposed to be. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being cooperative. Thank you for not making me fall sick this year. Although I feel like I'm sick, but it's not by your doing. I think it's just the weather. So thank you for being cooperative. I really want to appreciate every one of us. You guys tried. You guys did a lot. And for those that were part of the panel as well, thank you for making the sessions interesting. Thank you for not giving our chairman extra headache. That you now have to face me that the volunteers are not doing anything. They're just walking up and down. They're just eating. Thank you for not complaining about food this year. And thank you for being helpful. Thank you so much. You guys were so supportive this year. And I'm so happy. So I would also like to remind every one of us that would have to write a report after the festival. So please, as much as you people did not stress me during the festival, please don't stress me when I'm requesting for the reports. And I want it latest 3 days after the festival. Yeah, so by Wednesday, I want to submit everything to Chairman and German and Mr. Akinshaw as well. So please, by Tuesday, 12 p.m., I want it in my DM. Everybody. So be it media, be it venue coordinator, welfare, every one of you, please. And the report should include what we learned during the training. You know, we had 3 trainings, but then it was more like 4 trainings. The first 2 sessions with Madam Teju Ogunyomi, and then the last meeting we had with her before we had our training with Mama Yabo. So all the things we learned, everything should be included in your report. Then we'll forward it to Mr. Jaman and the chairman. So I would also like to pass the mic around so you guys can also share your experience, what you learned this year, how you feel about how you feel about Labaf 2024. If you guys are as stressed up as I am, and then we'll go from there. So we'll start with Grace. Round of applause, please. Yes, to me, then I'll compile.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Grace, and I've been volunteering for Labaf. This is my 3rd year volunteering for Labaf, and I would say this year was my best year as well. Like Oinda said, um, I learned a lot during Labaf. I learned how to work together as a team. I learned how to endure with people because everyone cannot be the same. And I learned how to coordinate, especially when I had to go to LASU to bring my colleagues. It was stressful, but I enjoyed doing it. So I really enjoyed Labab this year. Thank you.
Thank you. Next person.
Good morning, everybody. I'm
Good morning.
Olukotun Oluyemi Kodri. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I am Kodri Olukotun Oluyemi, and I actually enjoyed Labab this year more than any other year. Due to the coordination of the volunteers, we actually worked hand in hand to bring the festival to a success, and I'm very happy about that.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Fadero Lakole. Okay, this is my 2nd year in Labaf. Last year I worked with the media team, so I was not much inclined with the activities. So I would say I was busy last year. Actually, I learned a lot last year, but this year, being part of the program coordination, hosting the poetry slam, being part of the discussion, and also hosting the Watershed Gas Memo, I would say this year made me realize something. Team first, to be honest, team first, especially what happened on Monday. I was expecting, after we have the technical issue in the museum, I was expecting I should be the only one moving the chairs, the tables, and everything. But like I stated earlier, I said something 2 days ago. I said, if I'm given the opportunity to speak on my experience this year, I really want to thank Jeremiah, Junior, and Aribisala. Please, if you are here, please let me just say hands up. Jeremiah, Junior, and Aribisala. And Lekon rest, Lekon. So these are the 3 guys. To be honest, it really works for me in the aspect where I need to move stuff from one place to another. No, it gets to a point that I was asking him a question. Are you guys not tired? Because if you can call them 10 times in a day to move a chair from one spot to another, they are there. So, which makes me realize that truly this year, apart from the training, everybody put their hearts into the work, and this is my best way. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kilani Mercy Timilain, and I'm so glad to be here today. And I really appreciate and enjoy the experience I have at Labaf. This year's Labaf is, oh yes, this is the 2nd time I'm volunteering with Labaf, and this year is the most stressful for me because I am in, I am among the program coordination and all, but I enjoyed every experience I got along the way. And this year is the most entertaining Labaf has been to me, because we had more youth participation, we had more programs that included youth from different schools, and we created more awareness about Labaf this year. So I'm very happy about this year's Labaf. And the highlight for me this year was the poetry slam competition, the discussions on Wale Soyinka's memoirs, and the panel session I was in, the on the road to the country. So I enjoyed Labaf this year, and I look forward to more enjoyable and stressful Labafs. Thank you.
All right, sorry, please. While we are still enjoying this, please, we would like to just take about 3 more persons, so we go to the review proper. So we'd like to review everything that has been done so far. So please, you might not be able to take everybody's experience at the Labaf for now. Please, we apologize. Just 1 or 2 more persons, and we'll switch. Thank you.
Chibi, China Chibi, JP Clark, people like that, probably just to bring back the ideology of what they stands for. For instance, when we host the World Shinga for Memoirs this week, I can actually boldly say that we have impacted not only but millions of lives, because on Thursday, Evidence, which is the moderator for the panelist, was actually, let me just say, is an international reviewer, and she writes reviews, and people who read her review, nothing less than about 1,000, and give commentary. So she said that has wide and many viewers, followers, and if the kind of person writes a review about the books, surely we are not only imparting to go and evidence, we are actually also passing the message to millions of people that is going to read the review written by these two moderators. So, like I've stated earlier, I haven't discussed that with Messi or Mr. Jaman, but that was my conclusion on Tuesday, that if we stop Shoyinka, what are we going to do next year? So, like I've proposed, we'll be looking at the works of JP Clark, China Chibi, people like that. We can just pick like works that aligns together. For example, we look at a book written by JP Clark and China Chibi. What kind of similarity between these two books? Do not forget, one of the authors said on Thursday, students fail to read these days. They don't want to read. It's not that they don't want to read, because they thought what is there to read in the book, to be honest. When Folon Shokende were discussing Ake on Monday, there was this particular idea that I stick to. He said, Shoyinka never picked a stand between tradition and Western religion. At the age of 9, he already had this kind of a conviction that this is my stand. That is, none of them is bad and none of them is good. So which means for Folon Shokende to have read that book, he has been convinced about who Shoyinka is, not an atheist or not someone who hates traditionalists, but someone who believes that the two of them can stand hand to hand without clashing. So I believe next year we should look at the works of, like I've stated, J.B. Clark, people like that, who can resonate along with the team that we'll be having that year.
All right, thank you. Okay, so before you have the floor, so what I'm pointing out is this. Let's not wait for the yearly reminder. And the reason is this. I was telling a colleague at the Green Court yesterday, I said, this boy is having challenge pronouncing the name because he doesn't even know who the person is. If I know you, I won't have problem calling your name. No, I won't. Because at a point, history was not taught in school. You don't expect, I'm sure his mother does not even know who Shoyinka is. So you expect that boy to know who that man. So now, if history is not being taught, and then we have to wait every year to feed them, what we want them to know? I said, if he doesn't know Shoyinka that is still alive, I will have known JP Clark. So it means that we need to make it more like a monthly subscription thing. I'm saying deliberately because Mr. German is here. Make it more like a monthly thing, quarterly thing, something that you just have to anticipate. And it doesn't have to be Shoyinka alone. I mean, like you rightly mentioned, there are other persons that we could inculcate into this thing, just so that these people's works won't wash off on time or in a rush. Sacred. Okay.
I will propose something in July, I think May or June. We're having a monthly, we discussed that with Mr. German. Actually, I know he's expecting that to have started. We proposed that in May. That will be hosting books, we'll be discussing books monthly. That is just for people to get aware of the library. So that was like what we proposed last year. And also Nate reminded me, I think yesterday, right, that what is our plan towards what we propose in May. So I think we can actually start doing that by bringing in these ideas, discussing some of these books instead of waiting it annually, like we have stated earlier. So
I like that there are cameras. You have said it yourself. You are waiting.
Okay, so what I wanted to say is also on what you both have said, because we can't just sit back and say, okay, we'll do this yearly, or we'll have these monthly book treks. And I know sometimes we won't be able to meet physically because we all have one or two other things we are doing. So I had this idea when he was speaking, that how about at least maybe once a month or twice a month for youths of our age, not only those of us that is part of Quora, if we can do more publicity, we can pick a book that is maybe either Shoyinka's work or one of his essays or Chinua Achebe's. Then we'll give us time to read and pick a day that will review it, but it won't be a physical review. It could be maybe a WhatsApp call, a Google Meet call, or it could be an Instagram live where every one of us will join from our corner. Thank you. That's also part of the book reviews and discussion and ways of making people to know more about these people that we want them to.
Thank you. So we'll leave that discussion for your team outside of. Okay.
Okay, so they say if Muhammad doesn't go to the mountain, I mean, if the mountain doesn't go to Muhammad, Muhammad will go to the mountain, right? Most of the students that have been coming to Labaf are from Unilag and LASU. So I'm thinking that we can actually go to other schools. I went to Taishola University of Education, right? And I would say like 80% of the people doesn't know what Labaf is. If not because of Arabi Salah, I won't know what Labaf is, right? And I think instead of waiting till November when we do Labaf, we can actually do it, schedule it. Okay, let's go to OOU next month. Let's go to TASWED the next 2 months. Okay, let's do live for other schools or private schools. Let's write letter. They have English students that don't know anything. So from there we get more publicity. And before November next year, even those that don't have money, they will still write us that, oh, can Labaf sponsor part of our tea fair for them to come? Do you understand? So from there we can get more publicity and more people that would join Labaf. So that's my suggestion.
All right, thank you. So I stand corrected, but I know I heard Quora used to have monthly, I think, okay.
It is not my turn to speak, but just to align who were the people who went for the training with Ayo. Stand up, let me just, okay. We have what we call the book trekkers. And the book trekkers are the ones to do, we have some allowance to do the book trek, the community service, so that we're not just in one place. So those books, some of them we've used during this Labaf. They're going to take those books, we're going to go to the communities. That's the community extension. We go to the place of the writer. And that's where, some of you were part of the old one, yeah. We go there and we buy as many as 40 or 50 copies. Okay, so that takes care of your book, your regular, and we're supposed to do twice a month according to the project that we wrote for. So this other one about going to the campus, I encourage it because that's where we started. We started with Unilag. So if you want to have that, but just be conscious that you have 2 books already every month till October or November. So anything you are planning now, just align it to that. Okay. Since I've been given the microphone, how many people did not get this?
If you did not get this,
did you get this? Oyindamola, the purpose of doing this is for you to write. I was preaching all the time, people were saying, you are just sitting like this. And that's what they say, kill the African youth. Sir, you lived abroad. When you see a young person in the train, in the bus, they're either reading or they are writing. They gave you a book. You want to go and give it to your boyfriends and girlfriend? Please bring out your books and write. You didn't bring them. No, you left this thing at home. You left it at home. With your kind permission, Chairman, no money for them today. No. Those who are, no. Those who have this, who got yesterday and have it, you bring it out. I'm sorry to take your time, sir. Discipline starts from here.
If you have your journal.
Did you get this book yesterday or not? Do you know why I asked you to wear this shirt today? No, wait. You are not getting money because the book should have been here. You know why I asked you to wear this shirt? The Director General of Copyright Commission. Remember the day I was screaming at you? He came for the burial of someone there and he said, this is your library, I want to say it. So he came to the library and he said, look, I want to encourage you guys. I can't give money because I'm a civil servant, but I can produce shirts for you. I said, wear the shirt, we take the photo, we send to him. Who knows what he's going to give us next? The printer who did all this job that we discovered by accident because our former Isaka, he said he had built house, so he doesn't like us anymore. He decided to donate this to us. I would love him to see that this is what we've done with the book. That's the way to show appreciation. So if you don't have your book here, Olapole, you don't have your set. Who has his own here? So Mercy, what you do here, inside this room, is to write names of those who have it here. Your chairman, with your kind permit, discipline starts from here. Not because we don't have money to pay, even though we don't have it, but it starts from here. No, somebody cannot give you book and then you keep it in your bag and you look at the way you're sitting. That's the African youth. Then you want to do something. You can't make it.
Thank you very much, sir.
Sit down. Take note of those who have it. Those who got the money. You didn't get it. I don't care.
All right. If you have plans to beat him outside, I can tell you where to meet him. So moving on, same energy. We had Green Festival. Let's have the review for Green Festival. Don't worry, Atshola doesn't have anything against you for now. Quickly, any review? Those that helped, I know you were with the Green Festival team. Yes. Any other person that was there? I know Lara was there for a short while. Those of you that worked with the team, yes. Don't miss it. Yes. Your review. Quickly, let's go. When you're done, just give it to Tommy behind you. Say something about the festival. The green. You are pointing the green.
Good morning, everyone. So actually, the Green Festival was a success. Let me put it that way. Actually, I also learned a lot of things from the festival. Mainly, I was stationed with the venue coordination team and the food aspect. So I was not there most of the time. I was busy carrying things around. So I can't really say, but for those of the section I was there, like the interactive section with Familoni, I learned a lot of things from his book, and I even got a copy of the book. So that's actually all I can say.
All right, thank you. So before, hold on, please let. Okay.
My name is Olami Kosi. I was at the registration unit at the Green Fest. So we had the spelling bee. We have a section with the author, the NLG Prize winner, Mr. Familoni. And on the first day, we have about 242 children for the festival. On the second day, we have about 232. And we also have research section with some of the authors in different angles of the park also. Thank you.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. So I did not work with the team for the Green Festival, but I was there sometimes, and I just wanted to say something about the students and their teachers. I think we we need to really inform the teachers about their kids, because those kids, aside from them walking about, I went to meet one of the teachers yesterday because one kid came to meet me and said he wants to go outside to buy something. So I took one of the kids to meet the teacher that, okay, talk to your teacher, maybe they can help you work out what you want to get. And the teacher was like, they are hungry, they should go outside and all of that. I'm like, these kids are not actually going outside, they are roaming the compound. So maybe we need to try to inform the teachers to get their kids more coordinated, because the teachers were, even me, I was speechless when the teacher said that the kid is hungry and the kid should go outside and get what they want to get. And I'm like, this kid is, especially this particular one, has been coming to meet me since, and he has been walking about since. So I was so speechless. And some of the kids were even making videos in the cells. I saw like 2 girls. They were making videos, TikTok videos, shaking bum bum in the videos and all of that. I told Shadi about the girls and I had to send them back. They said they want to charge their phone. And I said, is that what you guys came here to do? So we really need to tell their teachers to get them informed about what they're coming to do in the festival, not to come and make videos or to go and buy stuff up and down.
So before we give Auntie Shola the mic, I'll just say this so you give her the mic. So we need to understand something, as I'm talking as a colleague now. You see, the welfareism of those children lies in all of our hands. Mr. German said something yesterday and it's profound. He said, God forbid anything happens to them or one of them goes missing. All of us will write statements, and God forbid. It will not cost us anything to assign 6 persons. Now, those 6 persons might not be working directly with Auntie Shola for the festival. Your job there is to more like security guards. Children will always be children. They will work and they will not be tired. We are the ones to ensure, and their teachers are very nonchalant. You don't bother your head about their teachers. Just ensure that. There was one that came in and she was like, oh, I'm from Lagos Island. I want to go. I don't ask you where you are from. Did I ask you for a biography? Sit here, madam. They can be a handful. But we need to be responsible as adults to ensure that they are kept in shape and in the space we want them to be. Thank you, Ma.
Okay. Happy Sunday, wonderful volunteers. Thank you for welcoming me happily. I just wanted to say something about the Green Festival and the volunteers. I'll say something generally and then I'll pick on a few people. I'm not surprised that Oyindamola and a few people said this is probably their best year at Labaf. And the reason is because I believe that, one, we started earlier than usual. A lot of times, there's so many intricacies that not allow you to do things when you want to. This year, I must say, honestly, I do commend German. Please, I know you gave him a rounding applause, but please, another rounding of applause. He's always on my neck. But I noticed, and actually I was talking to Auntie Linda this time around, I said, it seems as if they want things to come out on time this year. And that's what I noticed. So that's one of the reasons that there was success. The other reason is what it is I actually observed, and it was said as well, teamwork. And, like I said, didn't have to be chasing people up and down the place. A lot of people might not understand my own way of working. If you are assigned to me, you need to work. I'm not boasting, I'm a hard worker. I work well and I play well. So when it's time to work, you need to work. A lot of times we're assigned to volunteers and they're all over the place. I can't work with people like that. If we do not work hard, we cannot have success. And so, unlike the times when it is I'm seeing volunteers just all over, walking up and down the place and going to corners, everything. Everybody was working. Everybody was working. Sometimes people are looking at you and you don't know. I'll tell somebody that you were there and the person will look at me. I'm an educator. So it is my training to make sure that I can see what students are doing or children. So because of that, I see what everybody is doing. And that teamwork was so obvious. And I want you to keep it up. Of course, there's a lot of training that came on, beforehand to make it like that. But, you can train people 1,000,000 times. If they don't learn, they don't practice, then it's a waste of time. So I turn to you, our chairman. Thank you for training. Thank you for your doggedness. Thank you for not giving up on these young people. Yes, because honestly, sometimes from where we are, sometimes you really want to give up. But no matter what, he didn't give up and he continued. Ayoga knew he's not here. I also know that he did some training as well. So what it is that you've learned, there's everything you've learned should not just be for Labaf. It should be for your life. For your life. Now talk about the Green Festival. The girl that stood up. Sorry, please. I don't know your name. What's your name? Eniola, please stand up. Eniola, Ola, Sandra, Oyinda, Timeyi, Chinelo. And then the other, yes, you, Sandra, yes. Can you just clap for them first, please? Yeah, so like I said, I like hard work. And when I want something, I want it done. I know Chinelo wasn't feeling too well, but she still managed to help out with the videos that I wanted. So that's why it is I said she should stand up. Please clap for her. Sandra, I dragged from something that she was doing. I needed videos, and everything else that I needed, she did it. And she said, don't worry, you'll get it, and she did. Please clap for her as well. Okay, Timeyi helped with combination of compiling the books, but that strength was because I think she was a bit busy and handed it over to Chinelo. But it was the supervising of the special mentor yesterday that she did so excellently well that Ola was at the